and it's worked magic because the alternative was surgery. There was no way around it, and just the recovery time off of that was immense. And to me now it makes logical sense that something like stem cells, it's naturally occurring in our bodies. It's what is supposed to heal our injuries, and it knows exactly what needs to be done. So I'm Andreas. This is my third time being here with Dr. Mark, and I'm just gonna get another injection in my foot. So I've been playing rugby since I was about 10 years old. I'm about 22 now, so it's been something I've done my pretty much entire developed life, I guess you could say. It's a huge part of my life, and I love the sport. And this was the worst injury I've gotten playing rugby. And what it was somebody was essentially tackling me, and they rolled off to the side of me and just landed with all of their weight on my foot, and it just got flattened to the ground. It was a Lisfranc ligament tear. So it was multiple ligaments involved, and they were torn pretty much down to a thread, and there was fractures in both sides of like the bone. So it was a pretty rough injury. I think the last time I spoke with you guys, I was still in the boot. I was making really good progress, but I was still in the boot, and now I'm finally out of it, and I'm putting stress on it and stuff like that. So I figured that another shot of stem cells would do only good for it. I'm walking pretty well. I think there is still like a slight limp, just because I think it's more of a mental thing than anything, and also the fact that I was in a boot in a knee scooter for months. So there's still, you can see something is a little bit off, but it was a major injury. It's mainly just strengthening. It's a long road. There's a lot still left to do, but I've been able to do so many more things than I have been over the last couple of months, like just being able to like take my dog for a walk or walk on a little uneven terrain and stuff like that. I'm just incredibly grateful that I'm at that point. And it was supposed to be surgery with 6 to 8 months of recovery time afterwards. And we're only a couple months out from the injection here, so I'm making great progress. So the first time it was just one vial of stem cells. That was it. That was for my shoulder, my AC joint, and it fixed it right up. I'd been dealing with that shoulder injury for something like 2 years up until that point, and I got it, and about 2 months later, it was better, stronger than it had been over those 2 years. So that was like the eye-opening moment where like, wow, this stuff actually works. And then it was like a year and a half or something later was the foot injury. And I think Dr. Mark did maybe two vials of the stem cells and then some exosomes to go along with that. Or I don't know if it was one exosome or one stem cell. Whatever it was more than my shoulder. To me now it makes logical sense that something like stem cells, it's naturally occurring in our bodies. It's what is supposed to heal our injuries, and it knows exactly what needs to be done. It's not going to like make mistakes like a surgeon would. As good as they can be, there's always human error, and by doing stem cells, like you kind of eliminate human error. You're injecting something that knows what to do, just moving around up and down stairs like I was always able to do, was just taken away from me. And I was told that without doing a super invasive surgery, I wasn't going to be able to do that stuff again. So I'm so incredibly grateful that Dr. Mark does what he does. He was honest with me and told me that, hey, this might not work, but let's give it a shot. And it sure did.